off the field for Munster, big week obviously in the sense that Johann Van Graan has extended his deal by a further 2 years. I suppose the next thing, Murray, is getting their ducks in order alongside him. It was interesting in that statement from him, when he was speaking at the press conference, rather, where he mentioned his backroom staff and how there may be a need to bring in new personnel just to freshen things up and keep things ticking over in order for Munster to progress over the coming years. Obviously, they're yet to tie down Jerry Flannery and Felix Jones. How do you see that unfolding?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next in that regard. JP Frere, defence coach, is obviously contracted until 2020, I think it is. And Van Graan extending his own contract out till 2022, so they're set in stone. Flannery seems to be doing a really good job with the forwards and that sort of things. And Felix Jones is spoken of so highly by the players. Honestly, they rave about his work ethic, his attention to detail. Joe Schmidt is another fan of his. The attacking side of the game, I think, is always the big talking point. We've discussed it so many times here at Munster, and it's difficult to know exactly whether what we're seeing from Munster in attack on the pitch is Felix Jones leading it. More likely it's Johann Van Graan's game plan, because he's coached attack with the Springboks before.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the problem for Felix, is that maybe his role might be just first phase backs attack, or
and that was his frustration under Razzie, I think, slightly, that wasn't able to get his philosophy through.
Yeah, and that's a challenge. The fact that he's a head coach who has been responsible for attack would make you feel that that's generally the area that the coach will I suppose spend most time around, and I think I'm actually surprised that Van Graan signed up for that long. There's definitely rumours that Razzie would have been on to him to come back to South Africa, so I think that's a really good piece of business by Munster, and I think, as I agree with Murray, I think that Jerry and Felix are highly regarded internally, and it'll be interesting to see what he adds. I mean, if he already has a defence coach that he brought in, he's not going to add a defence coach, you'd imagine. So in terms of what member of staff or what area he looks to add to, it will be interesting. It's unusual probably that they didn't sign them all up en masse, or whatever the reason for that is. Maybe the contracts are signed, just going to release at a later date, but they're still in the hunt in two competitions, so Munster could end up having a phenomenal season and nothing will change, but maybe they're just holding off to see what they need in the summer to add to it. Obviously a lot of coaches will come off contract post World Cup, and they might even wait till then and see.
Yeah, and there is some chat that they are looking, and there are a few even helping them in that. We don't know exactly what for. That's what we're waiting to find out, but certainly that attacking side of things is where they've said themselves repeatedly, Van Graan himself as well, that they need to evolve.